We're about to spoil the movie White Heat. If you haven't seen the movie and you plan on watching it, leave now and come back later. But if you have seen it or you just don't care, then please stick around. Alright, I see you want to do a crime movie. So, usually we focus on one. Would you like to do a train heist? Maybe something running from the law? Maybe a prison break? Or you could even rob a government facility.
Sounds good to me.
Which sounds good to you?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cinema Room.
Time to spin the wheel.
Wow, already? Wow, real? Are we done? Oh, well, thank you so much. So, yes, we're back at it again, everybody. Just
almost near the end of movie month.
Yes, almost near the end of movie month. We got 2 more to go after this one.
So 3 more to go since we're not done with this one.
Yes.
Banter noises.
Yep. Many lovely banter noises. I don't have anything really, so this is the 1949 movie White Heat. Holy sh! Wow, that was some good silence, Batman. What if Robin, instead of like saying like holy whatever said, just went holy shit?
Just went, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now, Robin, you know not to swear on these streets.
Someone steps on Batman's toes as he says that. He goes, you stupid
Yes, but that is unrelated to the movie that we're talking about today.
Well, no, Batman relates to crime, and this is a crime
exactly.
thing.
So
It's a noir, technically.
Technically, but kind of a reverse noir, as you pointed out.
It doesn't feel like a noir from what I've seen of noirs.
It's more of a gangster film, definitely, than a noir, but it's kind of noir adjacent. What?
You lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
You said this was noir.
It's noir adjacent.
It was a noir pie chart.
Uh-huh.
Then this isn't part of that pie.
She, Batman. I didn't lie to you.
It was society.
Yes.
Brilliant film.
Brilliant movie. Oh, we're so chaotic. Okay, anyway.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Anyway, summary time.
Summary time. Take it away.
We start off with a gang. The gang is robbing a train, steals a bunch of stuff from the post office. A bunch of money, about $3 million in today's money. Mm-hmm. The leader of the gang is named Cody, and also has a girlfriend named Berta. They go and hide. Also, during this heist, one of the members gets their face burnt by accident due to the steam of the train. And actually, he's kind of burnt all over, but don't worry about it. He'll be dead soon.
Pretty much.
They go into hiding because, they just robbed millions of dollars from a train. It turns out Cody has these terrible headache episodes. This is just a thing to note. Mm-hmm. They realize a storm is rolling in. They use that as a time to leave. And they're like, okay, we're going to leave you here, Mr. Burnman, and we'll totally send a doctor back for you.
Yep, we'll leave you behind so you don't drag us down, and I'll send for a doctor, wink, wink.
Cody, as soon as he's outside with all his men, tells one guy to go back in, shoot the Burn Man. But the dude is friends with the Burn Man. Is like, he shoots up in the air and is like, okay, here, take these cigarettes. I'll be back for you. Burn Man dies from his injuries because he's been bleeding out probably every orifice for like a week.
Yeah.
If the blood loss didn't kill him, the infections would.
Yup.
The cops find this body. And they find the cigarettes, and they're able to get fingerprints off it, and figure out where most of the Cody's gang is, and find his mother, who he is usually with.
Yeah, well, I don't think they lift fingerprints. I think when they do the death mask, they recognize that's one of his gang members or something.
No, they said they couldn't recognize that man's fingerprints. And they didn't really know about the face mask, but they said they got fingerprints off the cellophane.
Right. Okay. That's right.
Yep. And the cops are on them in LA. They find the mom out shopping and put a little string on her bumper to know which car it is. They try normally to follow her home, but she loses them, and they just so happen to turn around in the motel parking lot and see it. Cody shoots a cop, but gets his mother and his wife into the car, run away, and hide out in a movie theater. And he decides, okay, I'm going to go turn myself in Chicago for a different crime. I'll get like 2 years, be out of prison, and you guys will basically be my alibi that I was nowhere near the train robbery.
Yep. Because the only person who saw him was the cop he shot.
Yeah. So his mother and Berta lie. He turns himself in. The cops are also kind of onto this, like, okay, he totally did it, but we can't prove it. So we're gonna put this guy in prison with him as a cellmate. So in case he admits to anything, we got it.
Yeah, and the whole reason that he turns himself into prison is because in Illinois state law, apparently, you only get 2 years or whatever for the one crime he did as opposed to the gas chamber.
Yeah, as opposed to the gas chamber, because he killed during the train heist, they killed multiple civilians.
Yep.
And the cop is going to be called Vic. I forget what his real name was, but everyone just calls him Vic. So, The cop is almost caught because one of the prisoners who was supposed to be out of the prison by now, he arrested. So they'll recognize his face. Luckily, he dodges that.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out one of Cody's gang members named Big Ed wants Cody killed so he can take over the gang, and has a man on the inside of the prison to try and assassinate Cody. It would have worked, but luckily Vic saves Cody, and then Cody goes and talks to his mother, who is like, yeah, Ed's planning to kill you. He's like, yeah, I noticed. And his mother's like, I will kill Big Ed. You just get out of prison without any trouble. Cody doesn't like this plan, but his mother isn't going to listen. And he plans for a prison break. But during the planning period for this, Cody finds out his mother is dead. And his mother is the only person he trusts.
Yeah.
So he has a huge mental breakdown and gets thrown in solitary confinement. Which, the original prison break idea was being orchestrated by Vic, so that way the cops would easily catch him. However, due to him being thrown in solitary, they were like, okay, let's just scrap that idea. But Cody was also talking to someone else who's going to help him escape. Mm-hmm. And also the professionals at the prison were like, yeah, he's gone crazy. We're going to take him to a mental ward. Before that happens, Cody's inside man gets him a gun. They do a prison... he gets all his buddies, and...
he gets all his buddies and the one guy who tried to kill him in prison.
Oh, yeah, and gets the one guy who tried to kill him. He kills that guy.
Yeah. Need some more air?
But they break out and plan to... Well, first off, he goes to visit Ed. It goes well for Cody.
Yep.
Also, we find out Berta killed his mother, but Berta quickly is caught by Cody, and he quickly pushes it all onto Ed. Ed gets killed. Cody and his new gang go into hiding again and plan to rob a power plant because in their safe they have like millions of dollars or whatnot. Mm-hmm. I think it might even be gold. I don't know.
It's never said what they have.
Just money. Vic makes a radio beacon, and puts it on the truck that they're going to use as a Trojan horse. Yep. And
because it was originally going to be on the car that they did for the prison break, but they foreshadowed early in the movie. They're like, oh yeah, you can just take any old radio and convert it to it. So conveniently, his wife's radio breaks down, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll fix it, guys.
Yeah, he sticks it onto the truck so the cops can track that. Mm-hmm. The cops surround the power plant. Vic is caught because one of the people helping with the robbery was the prisoner who could recognize him. Yep. But Vic gets away. The rest of the gang is shot by police, and Cody basically goes out on his own terms in a big explosion. Yep. And then the movie ends.
Yep. And that was White Heat.
That's the quick summary of White Heat.
Yes. There's like more obviously nuances to it in that, but yes, that's overall. So I guess we'll just start with the fun facts, because that's kind of how we've done it so far, at least. Why break it now? But
because we can.
Well, we can. Yeah, it's our fucking show. But yeah, Cagney actually originally did this just because he was in a lot of like financial trouble, and he kind of realized that his box office power was waning. And so he did this kind of reluctantly because him and Jack Warner notoriously had a bunch of beef together. They just did not like each other.
So that's where the beef is.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. He referred to Cagney as that little bastard and never vowing to take him back or something. But they eventually came in and actually settled on a deal. And that's how this came along. And the thing is, they deliberately did this, is another fun fact here, that Cody's mental illness and the exact cause of his migraines remain a mystery throughout the film. This was done intentionally, enabling viewers to use their imaginations and draw their own conclusions from that. The production began on May 5th, 49, and lasted 6 weeks until completion in June 20th. The famous prison scene where he freaks out or whatever, Jack Warner originally wanted it to be replaced.
He wanted to be replaced in the scene, or wanted the scene
he wanted the scene replaced by something else. He said that he wanted the prison mess hall scene replaced for budgetary reasons, stating that the cost of a single scene with 600 extras and only one line of dialogue would be exorbitant. For this reason, Warner wanted the scene shot in a chapel, but he relented when the writers pointed out that apart from the fact that Jarrett would never be willingly caught in a chapel, the whole point of the scene was to have a lot of noise with rattling knives and forks and chatter, and that suddenly goes completely silent when Jarrett first screams. And so he reluctantly agreed to it on the condition that it be shot in 3 hours. So that, quote, the extras were through by lunchtime.
Dick.
So, yeah, this whole scene was shot in, like, 3 hours.
Well, actually, do you need to even worry about feed extras? Because they could just eat during the scene.
Exactly,
it's real.
Yeah. And there wasn't actually... there was a bit of improv in this movie.
Oh.
Actually, during the telephone game in the prison dining room, it says, if the surprise expressed by the fellow inmates during the telephone game in the prison dining room appears real, it's because it was.
Oh.
Raoul Walsh didn't tell the rest of the cast or the extras what was about to happen, so Cagney's outburst caught them by surprise.
Oh.
Yeah, it says, in fact, Walsh himself didn't know, the director didn't know what Cagney had planned. The scene wasn't, as written, was not working, and Cagney had an idea. He told Walsh to put the 2 biggest extras playing cons in the mess hall next to him on the bench, because he used their shoulders to boost himself onto the table, and to keep the cameras rolling no matter what happened. So that whole scream and freak out was improvised by Cagney.
What about punching the guards?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming they might have told him. And another little bit of improv, if I can find it again. Virginia Mayo, she said in an interview that James Cagney was hiding when during the scene when they reunite after he'd been in prison. He deliberately hid in a different spot than where she had been told he would be during the scene.
Just to scare her.
Yeah, he then deliberately missed his cue, causing shock and fear to be real. She said that for a few seconds, she was actually afraid he was going to kill her. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, right. So that is just very interesting to me. And it was the whole gang and stuff. It was originally, the script was going to be about Ma Parker, the famous real-life gangster, but then they kind of went from there, and that's why the mother character played such a prominent role in the film. So... But, yeah, that's about all I have for facts.
I can't really think of any negatives for this movie.
Yeah, the movie itself is really, really well done. There's no plot holes. It's very tensely paced, and just a lot happens in it. So there really isn't pretty much any negative I can think of. So
yeah, nothing worth mentioning.
Yeah, it's more just nitpicks from that point on. So, but yeah, something I've always loved about the film is just not only how fast the pace is, but the level of violence and what they got away with, like in the heyday of the Hays Code.
Yeah, because we get away with burning someone alive with steam.
Yep.
We get the main character like abusing his wife, which that's hard to put on screen at all.
Yeah.
And it isn't like he's going full on ham and just beating the snot out of her,
No,
but there is still a few things he does.
Yeah, because she's standing on a chair and he kicks the chair over and she falls onto the couch.
Yeah, because she was like talking back to him or something.
Yeah, so, and he's obviously supposed to be a piece of shit, so it's just established his character and kind of added, you just never knew when he was going to snap, basically.
I actually really respect that about the movie, of that Cody, you never...
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you get some moments where he seems pathetic or more human, but then it reminds you how scary he actually is.
Yes.
Like, even when he's doing the freak out, he's knocking out guards in one punch.
Yeah, exactly. They go down.
Like, this man is a fucking raging bull if you put him in the wrong if you put him in the wrong mood, basically.
And that tension just lasts all throughout the movie, especially at the end when you know things are going to come to a boil and you have no idea how he's going to react. And Jesus.
Yeah, you have like so many boilers going on. You have his wife having killed his mother. You have the guy who's the cop who is what's the fucking word? Who's undercover.
Yep.
And you just have fucking Cody who is basically hanging on by a fucking thread.
Yep. Because it's well established at the beginning he has these mental freakouts and like he's just an insane criminal. So
yeah, shit could go wrong at any moment. Hell, even his men, one guy comes to give him info on the power plant they're going to rob, and the other guys don't know that he's an inside man. So when Cody takes him inside, they're all just placing bets on when he's going to shoot the dude.
Yeah. But yeah, that's very well done. So obviously the acting from Cagney, top notch. He does fucking phenomenal work. So, and everyone else does a great job too. You know who all the characters are, and they're really well done. Because I know in a lot of older movies, sometimes like especially in the cop forces, faces tend to blend together, and you don't really know who's who. But in this one, it's very well established.
Yeah, because in older movies, it's like, here's generic white guy and fedora and suit with generic white guy with fedora and suit.
Yup. Yeah, but that's very well done. Again, I'm just surprised at what the film gets away with. So
yeah, honestly, there's some scenes that I was like, damn, that's fucking brutal. Yeah. There is one problem knowing the Hays Code is one main rule with Hays Code is criminals cannot get away with something. They need repercussions. So anytime you watch a crime movie before the 70s, basically, it's just going to be either they all die at the end or they're all arrested or somewhere in between.
Yeah, you know that they're going to get their comeuppance because bad guys always had to get their comeuppance and the good guys always had to win, basically. So, and you know they probably wanted to kill off the one cop, like have them accidentally shoot them, but
yeah,
he survives due to Hays Code.
Yeah, Hays Code also did not like you killing law enforcement.
Yup. Which he does. He actually shoots 2 officers and you see them die, so...
Well, you're able to do extras, but like main characters you can't show.
Correct. Unless it's supposed to be like a midway point through the film where, my partner's killed or something. Yeah. And now you get vengeance on him.
You can't show killing cops as a good thing, basically.
Exactly. It was all about those Hays morals or whatever.
I'm surprised Berta gets away technically scot-free. Like, she's arrested, but
yeah,
that's it.
She's arrested, but yeah, technically.
I do love that at the end. She's like, I can talk him down. Shut the hell up. You're going to jail.
They basically just say, no deal. Take her away. It's kind of great. Then, of course, there's just the famous scene at the end, like Cagney's death scene, which has been referenced so many times in essays and stuff like that. So,
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
I know it is, but yeah. I don't know if you've seen a bunch of stuff on older movies or not.
True.
So.
Well, not really noirs. I haven't looked into those essays.
Yep. But yeah, it's just a really solid thriller. And from a technical aspect, also super impressive for the time period. Like, we point out something that was just kind of funny. The green screen actually holds up better than some later movies.
It holds up better than any Hitchcock film.
Yeah.
I will die on that hill.
Yep. And just another thing that you pointed out, too, I really liked, that's true, is just, the amount of locations and the amount of stuff that this packs into this story.
Yeah, we're up in the mountains when they run away from the train heist. Then we're in L.A. Then we're in prison in Chicago. And then we're back in, like, between L.A. and Illinois. I think they go back to L.A. for the power plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to LA, then we have the power plant. There's all these different locations, which is kind of weird for noir.
Yeah, usually noirs are more subdued, shot in like either one town or a couple different locations, but they go all over the place in this one. And it's something that the film just keeps up, is this very fast pacing that back in 49, it's no wonder this was a hit. The audience must have been riveted by this.
Yeah.
Because it still holds up for the most part today.
It also helps that everything feels like it's written like the climax of another movie.
Yes.
Like that train heist could be the climax of a heist film.
Yep.
And that's the opening. Then you have the running from the cops, which is a whole tense scene that, again, feels like a climax.
Yeah.
Then you have a prison. Well, then you get some downtime. Then you get a prison break movie.
Yeah.
And then you get another heist movie.
Yeah. It's great.
It's just like 4 different sections that can all be expanded upon into their own movie, but we're all hammered into here.
Yeah.
And it actually flows, which is surprising.
It does. Yeah, it flows really nicely. So. And something that was interesting too is they use car phones in this one for the first time. And this film, I think, like, I can't, like, there isn't any confirmation, but it did use basically the latest technology at the time, because I read that car phones were invented in like the mid 40s, and they used them for this one.
Yeah, I think it was 46.
Yeah, something like that. And then they do that, and then the triangulation thing as well that they use. Like, that's impressive for the time period. That was probably high-tech shit back then. Something I found interesting is they had to phone the FCC and tell them to stop all communication in the air, because I was like, oh yeah, telephones and television, all that would interfere with the radio broadcast. So, and fun fact about the map as well, that map is 100% accurate in LA.
Oh.
You can find all the locations there today.
Not, well, I'm sure some have been changed by now.
But yeah, that map of all the streets and stuff, that's 100% accurate.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah, there really isn't much else to say about this movie.
I was honestly just impressed with the tension. That whole thing of having so many characters holding a secret that if it gets out is going to radically change the plot adds so much to this.
It does. And it's also the fact too that there's not just one secret, there's multiple secrets that could just derail the whole thing.
It's like it's basically all the characters are in a Mexican standoff and they don't know it.
Yep.
Which is a really cool setup.
It is. I loved it. And then at the end too, there was this fast montage just cutting back and forth, reminding the audience there's this going on, there's this going on, there's this going on, there's this going on, and it's just really well done.
Yeah, and also I'll give the movie this. I did not know where it was going.
There's a fly in front of your mouth. I tried to shoot away. It was a tiny little gnat thing.
Gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know where this movie was going, which I'm not being like, oh, I am Mr. Film. I know where all films will go. But usually there is like something of, oh, okay, this is a mystery thriller. We're going to do this next and this. But since there's so much going on at once, it's like, okay, what are we doing next?
Yeah. It's very good. It doesn't fall into obvious cliche traps.
Yeah.
So it's very much...
Except for the ending.
Except for the ending, but that was Hays Code.
Yeah, it's Hays Code. It's not the movie's fault.
Yep.
Because this is actually a really good fucking movie.
It is, yeah. We definitely both highly recommend it. So it's kind of noir adjacent. More of a gangster film, really, than anything. But yeah.
So Cameron lied.
It has a lot of noir elements that are really, really good. So, and because instead of following the good guys, we're following the criminals the whole time. So,
which is also a nice change of pace for a noir.
Yes.
That's not a noir, because Cameron's a liar.
But yeah, definitely highly recommended from us. Go check it out if you're in the mood for a good classic movie.
Yeah, and also the editing is still top notch even for the time. So
it's another one that holds up very well by modern editing standards. So now
I do also like in the movie, but I know I do also just like in the movie that in the prison they don't try to do the usual cliches of like, oh, there's a big tough guy or whatever who's trying to show off. It's just like these are just people living their lives.
You're just prison things. The only thing we're focusing on is the gang, and we'll leave the other guys alone. So.
Yeah, we don't need the politics here or anything. We don't need him to have like some enemy here. It's,
Yep, the only real enemy he has is the one guy who can recognize him because he arrested him.
Yeah, but that's only one scene.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but yes, it is also time to do the main thing the show is based on. We only have two left. One missed call or double indemnity. Indemnity. See indemnity.
So, where are you going? Where are you going? Justin, where are you going? He has left the stand, ladies and gentlemen. What are you doing? What? I don't know what's going on right now. Something's going on. Hi, audience. How are you? Are you doing well? Oh. Uh-huh. Okay, he's coming back now. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I said no.
He just bailed on me? He's back, everyone.
Spin.
Spin!
And we already spun. Yep, one missed call's gonna be last because it's double indemnity.
Yeah.
So, like, this was the first noir, was it? Yeah.
Yep, it's widely considered the very first noir. Started a lot of noir tropes. So.
We went from White Heat to something directed by the same director as Some Like It Hot.
Yep. So yes,
I guess it would have been funnier in the opposite order, but
oh well.
I can't fucking control the wheel except when we cheat.
Which is not often. We will fully admit when we cheat, except when we don't.
Except the one time we didn't. Figure out when.
So yes.
Anyway, that's next time.
Bye, guys.